These terracotta blocks look so lovely, but time to make some patterns with them. Hello everybody and welcome to OMGcraft. I'm your host, OMG Chad. These terracotta blocks that have shown up in the new snapshots are awesome, but making great patterns with them can be difficult. So I have a few techniques for you guys to show off how to make patterns when you find a good pattern, how to teach them to other people, and to show you a few good techniques on how to discover your very own. So let's jump in.
So here we are inside of the newest snapshot. And here are a few designs that I'm going to show off, and then we're going to build one live together so you can kind of get an idea on how to use these tiles. So first off, this design I really liked because it, I don't know, it's just kind of all contained. You have these nice little sort of flowers, and then you have a little bit in the middle, and it's quite nice. But one of the things that I realized when making this video is that it's kind of hard to communicate exactly how you at home should make this. And so I've kind of come up with a key here in order for you to make it. What this is using is the magenta tile, because wherever you place it down in whatever direction, the arrow will face in the direction that you're placing it down, which is exactly the same that these work. So, you know, this thing is up here always going to be in the left-hand corner, no matter which way you face. So you kind of have a little bit of a key here so that you at home could build this along. I would suggest starting from the outside and working your way around, but you can kind of see that on the left top corner, they're all going to be facing that way, then they're going to move. So if you wanted to make this at home, on the left side, you would do something like this. Then you're going to move this way. You look over here at our key, and all our arrows are pointing that way along the outside. And whoops, I missed a block. Move over. I'm not very good at my block hand coordination. And there you go, you have the border, which is the same border that we used here. Then if you want to build this next section, you can kind of see that there is a 4x4 area. You'd come over here, look at the key. Of course, you would probably pause the video right now so you could look at this. And you can see that you start in this bottom corner looking up, then you turn left, and you keep going left. So start in this bottom corner looking up, turn left, turn left, turn left. And you could do this for all of the corners if you look back at the key, because this works. Whoops, I misplaced that. And we have one more to do. Whoops, there we go. So we have these nice little flowers. And then heading back towards the key, we've done these. Now the only thing left is these little bits. So it looks like you look up in this corner, then you look over to the left, and we kind of go around in a circle like that. So let's start down here. You look up, and you can see that that's kind of pointing up in the corner. Over here, you see that's pointing up in the corner. You can either do this by the key or by your eye, because you know that the next step is to kind of connect this in here. So you can kind of go, oh, well, that's not quite right. Oh, that is right. I bet you that if I keep turning, there we go. So now we have that exact same pattern that we had made before, but right here. Here's another very simple pattern that I really like. It's kind of this, it almost looks like scales of some flavor. And this is a very easy pattern to do. You can look over here at the key. Now I know that it looks a little bit complicated, but don't worry, there is an easy pattern. You see up, right, upright, 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 upright all the time. Then over here, it goes right up, 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 right up. And sure enough, if we wanted to build this ourselves, you just kind of, you face, every other one would face up, and then the ones in the middle would face over here to the right. And you can see that they start to make that connection there. And then we'll start one more over, and you can do the same thing. And just because we know this pattern, we can kind of guess, okay, all we're going to have to do is basically do a checkerboard pattern here. And then we fill in all the gaps facing to the right, and we get this really cool looking scale pattern, whoopsie, with these blocks, which looks really nice, and I really enjoy it. Okay, so finally, you can build up vertically and get the same sort of pattern. So here we are. This is kind of a walkway, maybe an indentation. And I think this looks really, really great. But you may be having a little bit of trouble because if you start to build it on your own, you'll start to notice that all the blocks kind of always face the same way, and it gets a little bit confusing. Well, just like with these blocks, how there is a pattern on the top, whenever you face a different direction, all of the blocks, all the way around these blocks, are facing in a different direction. They don't all face the same direction. So, in order to pull this off, you kind of have to look at the top blocks for a key, and they build up in layers. So this first layer has maybe a half of a flower here. Well, if we look at our key, you do one facing straight ahead and one facing to the right. So let's go ahead and try that. One facing straight ahead, and then one facing to the right. And then if you look at the front, they connect, which is neat. The second layer, you do one facing completely backwards and then one facing to the left. So you go all the way backwards, on one to the left, and you have started the second layer of the flower. Now this is actually just the same thing to complete that flower. So we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to put one down right here. We're going to face towards the right, place it down, and we have completed the flower. Then if we wanted to do another layer, go to the back and then face to the left. And we have started another on that. And then if we want to just kind of build this off, we would do it just like that. There you go. So now we have the exact same pattern that we showed off before. So using these orange magenta tiles, we can kind of give you a key. Now, one more thing is why don't we just make something our own? And I really like this blue tile, but you can kind of see that it's a little bit confusing, more confusing than all the others. The first way, if you wanted to make your own patterns, the first thing to do is just go in a circle. And you can see that it basically always makes something. No matter what pattern you have, it's basically always going to create something that looks interesting. So this one you can kind of see has more of a dot, a darker spot down in this corner. So we could try something where we start here and then we turn around and around and around and make a completely different pattern. Now, with this block though, let's go ahead and work with this. If we can kind of see that there's sort of this dark blue ring, but on every corner there isn't one of those. But there is, looks like, the start of something else. There we go. So this is maybe a dark blue ring and a light blue ring. But then we have that dark blue ring again. And I can kind of start to see a pattern in these that those all kind of match. So if I spin around here, whoops, I didn't get that right. There we go. Okay, we have that light blue ring again. That's incorrect. There we go. Now we're back on track with that. And we've already kind of created this sort of dark blue, light blue, dark blue, light blue. And then over here, we can sort of mess around until we see something that we like. There we go. It looks like we've started another pattern here of dark blues. And then here's a light blue. There we go. Just like that. And quite a nice alternating pattern. Looks like we're aiming, whoops, for that one, which has a dark blue there, and a dark blue there. And we're already creating quite a nice set of patterns here. There we go. On a floor. Now, I could make a key with this somehow. The best way to do that would be to come over here and kind of go, okay, so that looks like this right there. Whenever we have one of these dark blue things in the corner, there we go, there we go. We have that in the corner, and that looks like all of those. So we have all these four up. Then we come back here and we kind of go, okay, anytime there we go. We have another one. So we got that one. And those are all up in the top. This one, that one faces forward. Now, oops. There we go. Those match. See how the pattern below it, that all matches. So we got you and you and you and you. And we are already seeing basically there's only one other way to go, which is this way. And now we have our pattern, which is actually much simpler now that we see it all in these magenta tiles, which is up left, down, right, up, left, down, right. And if we just keep making that over and over again, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. Did I do that wrong? No, I did this one wrong. No, I did it right. Maybe I saw my key incorrectly. Up, down, up, left, down, right. Huh. I know why. Because I started my ups in the wrong position. They're supposed to be up here. Up, left, down, right. This is supposed to be the up, left, down, right. And there we go. We have the exact same pattern that we made over here. But it's a much more simpler pattern to follow with the dark ring and the other ring. Anyway, so those are some easy ways to make patterns with the new terracotta blocks.
I hope this is useful for you. Get out there and play with those new terracotta blocks and have some good fun with them. I do know that over on Reddit there was a thread about some of the new patterns that people can make, so share your ideas over there. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, make sure you subscribe for future videos, and comment down below letting me know your thoughts. I'll see you next time on OMGcraft. Don't forget, we do have a Discord for you to join. Bye!